tomorrow's Bonesaw's birthday. Today's Bonesaw's birthday. And,
strange start.
and what do you like about Bonesaw? What can you tell us? Give us a really hot Bonesaw story.
Really hot Bonesaw story?
No, not like a hot. Give me like a juicy. Just say something about Bonesaw. Talk about him. Fuckface.
I like how, even though Bonesaw is a huge Guns N' Roses fan, likes Faith No More, Pantera, like really heavy bands, he lets me be in the band. And I play bongos and percussion and stuff. I think without Bonesaw's approval, I would not be in the band, so I think that's really cool. How a hardcore heavy dude likes bongos in the band.
I like the following thing, not because it gets me out of chores, but because it just says a lot about him. But if he's asking you to do a chore or something like, oh, can you take out the recyclables? All you have to do is say, oh, it's just about to work out. And then he's like, oh, cool, do that. Because that's like of utmost importance to him. And that's why we're on the bleachers right now, because Bonesaw loves things like bleachers.
See, we came to the bleachers because, it's Bonesaw's birthday. Bonesaw seems to like things like soccer fields and tracks, and bleachers just kind of go along with that. It's a big, athletic kind of fiend. We tried to sit on that hill, but that hill was a bad hill.
Why did you hate that hill so much?
It was just ugly. I mean, it had it wasn't even grass. It was just, it looks like grass, but it's more just undergrowth, just, scrubby. I don't know. It's not manicured well. It's just not a good hill. There's better hills. I was expecting, maybe some long, wavy grass and blowing in the wind.
Right. Let's get off hills and on to Bonesaw.
Now, the other thing I love about Bonesaw, he's always there to motivate you to do something else. He's always being like, hey, let's go for a run. Hey, you want to go to yoga? Hey, let's play some songs. Let's go over this. Let's go over that. He's always I know I already said he's a project guy. He's always doing something, but the fact that it kind of rubs.
Sorry, tried to see soccer moves.
Smells where they're hacky sacking with a rock.
Go ahead.
My bad. Sorry.
No.
He's always motivating you.
Yeah, it kind of rubs off on you. His drive.
He rubs off on you?
No, his drive, his determination, motivation kind of wears off onto the people around him. So it's just kind of good to have somebody there who's always, always making you strive to do something else, strive to be, better yourself, better people around you, I guess.
I think it's contagious, or what's the other word I'm looking for? It's either contagious and makes you do it. And yeah, that would be contagious. It's infectious, so you do it, or you do it because you don't want to look like a wuss. You think they're like, oh man, he's right, let's go running, or you're like, better go running. Damn, I can't deny him again.
And it's not even that he's gonna make fun of you or ridicule you. Yeah. It's that his perception of you, it's gonna change.
Yeah, you're like, I want to hang. I want to be a saw.
I want to be a saw. Another thing I love about you is that you always like a challenge. And I think that's the reason you get you always like a challenge, and you always like a challenge. Another thing I like about you is that you love a good challenge. You like putting yourself in uncomfortable positions so that you become a better man. And I think Twink actually said this a long time ago. We think that's why you get the cheapest toilet paper, because it's not comfortable and you like to rough it.
Where were we? I think we were walking in New York, and he said that he thought of me as a brother when I got the tattoo. I think he already did, but I think the tattoo solidified it. So that was pretty cool. On one of our many coffee walks.
You guys have coffee walks?
Yeah, not a ton, but in 6.5 years there's been many. You've probably been on a few.
he's always got projects going on. Bonesaw's a project guy. Whether it be cleaning chicken poop or making old whale seats into actual seats, chairs that roll around. You know, he's always into renovating. Came home the other day and the kitchen was like all painted up with these 60s kind of fun colors, kind of brighten it up a little bit.
Song counting in songs. I love how you count in songs, and I think Sean hates it because he's the new guy. But you basically count in like this, and then you start playing, just that. Then you're in.
That means hi ho. Since we're talking about birthdays and obviously you received presents on your birthday, Bonesaw's given me two pretty odd presents in our relationship. One was for my birthday. One time he gave me a laundry bucket that he drew my face on and wrote "Smells Laundry," because I was leaving laundry over at his house so often that he would wash it for me and put it in a special bin. So whenever I was over there, I could just change clothes and leave the dirty clothes somewhere. He'd wash those and put them back in the bucket. And another thing that he got me for this past Christmas was, I think it's a century plant in a pot that he wrote, or he painted all our names on, and painted full service. But he actually spelled his own name wrong. He spelled Bonesaw as opposed to Bonesaw. So we gave him shit for that. Actually, I didn't even notice it. Sean noticed it. It had sat in my room for 2 months before I even saw that.
Oh, it said bonsai. I was like, why did I write bonsai on a plant that's not a bonsai? I was like, oh, Bonesaw.
Bonsai. Bonsai.
The other thing he just told me the other day that kind of like struck me as like, man, that's pretty cool, is a lot of the songs that he writes, a lot of the licks or the solos, they're like techniques that he can't do when he writes them. So he'll write them before he can actually play them, and then he like has to develop that and grow into that solo, that technique. And so it's like even when he can't do something, he's trying to, you know, step outside of what he knows and really, you know, better his ability, which is pretty cool.
And then Hope makes him sing on top of it.
Yeah.
So we're like, oh man, I can barely do this lick, and now I have to sing on top of it.
Yeah. And now Hope's trying to start to get me to do that too.
Yeah.
I want to.
Oh, I really feel bad for you guys. What the fuck? Musically, something I like about Bonesaw is, what's up?
I was making sure it was recording.
Musically, one of the things I like about Bonesaw, or perhaps my favorite thing, is the guitar music he writes always either actually has a melody in there that he plays on the guitar, and that I'll just take and sing, and then we don't play that melody anymore. Or, also very frequently, the melody's just buried in there, and you just have to find it. So it's sort of a little game. Like, he makes these guitar pieces, and then I hunt for the treasure, and I just look around for the melody because it's always in there. But in that sense, I feel like he sort of came up with it and just told me to find it. Happy birthday, Bonesaw.
You're the best!
We've got some people today. No, you go, happy birthday, Bonesaw. Just do it like that. Happy birthday, Bonesaw.
Happy birthday, Bonesaw.
Do it again. Like, happy birthday, Bonesaw, like a robot.
Happy birthday, Bonesaw.
Like a baby, like a robot.
Happy birthday, Bonesaw.
Like a spell robot.
Happy birthday, Bonesaw.
Are we pointing? You're all pointing, or just you pointing?
How about you point with your outside hand, I'll put my outside, you point with both hands.
There we go, you're the best.
Yeah, let's do that.
Are we pointing?
You go, like, you're the best. Alright, go.
You're the
Best.
You're You're the
Best. Do it again.
You're the
Best.
You're the
Best.
You the
Best.
You're
The best.
You're the
Best.
You're the
Best.
You're the
Best.
You're
Best.
You're the best.